Hi guys, I'm here today to talk about Shawn Johnson's new YA novel. It comes out June 7th and it is called The Flip Side. I got this e-arc from Edelweiss, so thank you Edelweiss. And here is the cover and I will tell you my thoughts when we come back. Overall, I really like this book. I gave this book like 3.5, 4 stars. It was a super cute contemporary, and I really, really liked it. And I think that because Shawn Johnson is an Olympic gold medalist, I can really see that the care that went into really depicting the realistic relationship. And you could tell, like, I read her autobiography that she also wrote, so I could tell that this is definitely a fictional account because some of the stuff just does not make sense for her. But a lot of the stuff I think she either pulls from herself or other, gymnasts that she worked with, like Nastia Lukin or Gabby Douglas, or people that, she was in her life, or her coach. I don't think that the relationship with her coach was as realistic as her relationship with her coach, because I know that they had a very, very good relationship, and he just didn't come across that way. But I think that it was just a very, very nice story, and I just wished it was longer, or I wish it was like a series. That's like my only note. I wish that it was not one book for her entire Olympic experience, and the epilogue in my version, I will have to double check, but it was a little bit abrupt. I'm sure that's not what the epilogue is, but when I read it, it was a little bit abrupt, but I'm sure that it was altered and changed, and I'm definitely going to buy a finished copy or get an audiobook because I hope she's reading it. If anyone has any notes about that, comment below, because I would love for her. I have her other book that she wrote, and it was read by her. So that was really, really cool. So I hope she does the audiobook for this one as well. But it basically follows this character named Charlie, and she is on the track to be an Olympic gold medalist, and it's like, 6 weeks before Olympic trials, and no one in her school has made the connection that she's Charlie. They just call her Charlotte. And it's a very, very fast-paced story. She has basically two different worlds. She's basically like a Hannah Montana thing. Like, no one at school knows who you are, and she's on this path. And she has basically two very, very separate lives until she meets this boy, and it throws everything to heck. And everyone is constantly telling her, you can't have a boyfriend when you're in this thing, and she's just not listening at all. She doesn't want to listen. But it's just a really, really good story about growing up, and it's also a really good story about, learning about gymnastics. This is the summer, this is 2016, this is the summer of the Summer Olympics, and I think it's just a nice read to read up to it, and I think because she is an Olympic, because she was in the Olympics, it really brings a lot of realistics to it. So I think if you're a gymnastics fan, or even if you're not a gymnastics fan, but you're gonna watch for the Olympics, this is a great to get into the headspace of the gymnast. I was really in the mood for a young adult contemporary. I read so many of those over the summer. Check out my next couple of videos. You'll see I'm gonna do a summer TBR for contemporaries that will be all contemporaries that I have about 30 I want to read. We'll see how many I actually get read. But overall, I really liked it. I love the characters. I love the story. I love the way the story progressed. I just wished it was longer. I wish it was more fleshed out. I wish it was a series. I think that that's my biggest note. I wish that, this book was not... I really wanted to get more in depth into her life and what was going on with her as a character, and it just felt a little bit rushed. But that is really my only note. I love the character. I love how I could see things that she pulled from her real life and put it. But yeah, no, it was a really, really quick read. I love the characters, and I loved the story that was being told. And yeah, I don't know. I really hope she writes more because I think she has a very, very unique voice and something that she knows about, a lot about. And I think that it would be interesting to see more from this young lady in this book because I really grew to really, really like the character of Charlie. But those are my immediate thoughts about The Flip Side by Shawn Johnson. If you want any more information, just comment below and I'll be sure to comment. If you want to have a spoiler discussion when it comes out, I'm happy to do that as well. There was a lot of twists and turns that I was pleasantly surprised by, and I thought that it was a unique way to tell the story. It was very, very heightened for dramatic effect, but I also think that living in a gymnastic community, sometimes things just get dramatic. But yeah, overall, it was a super, super cute read. And if you're going to watch the Summer Olympics, I highly recommend you read this in preparation for it. I'll talk to you guys later.